Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Oh, I'm missing an earring. But welcome to House Rolls. Don't mind the missing hoop. Where we play D&D. And
Hoops
let's see.
Like 2013 anyways, calm down.
I like hoops.
Sold
I can be behind the times if I like.
Sold 2000 and late.
I think hoops are
Exactly.
classy.
Yeah, that boom boom pow. That future boom boom pow.
No, the last time I wore hoops was probably 2008.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you're missing out. Hoops
no.
are cute.
I think you're just trying to catch up. You were in the closet so long, you have to catch up now, and so you're just going through the 2000s right now.
All right, savage. That's
that was
fine.
within like the first 2 minutes there, Cal. Guess we're demonetized. Oh well.
It's not a bad word.
I was about to say I don't think I said a cuss
said
word.
in
I
the
think it's like
closet.
the first.
No,
minute.
you did the you flipped everyone
It's
off.
Fine.
2 minutes.
Anyways,
Cal, yeah, not
You
me.
can get the blur on it and you'll be good.
where we last left you all, you had engaged in a pretty sloggy fight, and I believe that's just kind of where we were at. We were in the middle of a real sloggy fight, very confusing, lots of quote-unquote bad guys in the moment, trying to figure out where was best to focus. You had a couple of
Also a lot of
individuals that you
confused
were
guys.
controlling. So with that, I think we'll go ahead and start as you guys continue the fight. At the after-party banquet of the Val de Rebellion. We'll go ahead and get some music started. And at the top of the round, who after the queen kind of tries to convince Elenara to leave in the middle of her combat, we have August at the top of the round.
Yeah, I'm getting out of there.
Okay. So,
Am I conscious? Hold on, I have to remember if I'm conscious.
I think Lincoln healed her.
Okay, because I'm showing nothing.
Or was it because of the, was there a, one of those bloom attacks after he brought her back up? Maybe that's why.
See, I don't know what's going on. My hit points are blank.
so I think
you had max health necrotic damage. I think that's what it was. Yes, you were stabilized, but it had max health necrotic damage. So you weren't dead, but you couldn't be healed, I think.
no.
Is that right?
So no, because August only had their hit point max reduced by like I want to say 17 or something like that.
Oh.
12. Thank you. So that note was made. I think, if I recall correctly, I think you are down. I do think you're down. So
Okay,
let's go
so I
ahead
need to
and
make a
see.
death saving throw.
Yes. Make sure you whisper it.
Whispered.
Or roll. That's true too. And then send it to me in a message. Alright, cool. Duly noted. Next we have Princess
Hey,
Elena.
quick question. Are death saves still permanent?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Just
Yep.
okay.
Good to know. So, Princess Elenara is in the middle of the field. She has just dived in, and she is trying to root out Jamus. She rolls okay. Even with disadvantage, just barely hits. And that is going to be... you hear 3 unarmed strikes being made as Elenara makes a few grunts in the darkness. She lands twice. And you hear kind of some muffled...
Crystal Fist. Let's do it.
She's trained in some martial arts. That is going to be a total of... actually, that's pretty good. That's going to be a total of 14 damage to Jamus. As she makes a few hits, And that is going to be all she is able to do this round. You hear her shout out, Rhea, where are you? In the darkness. With that, let's go ahead and get to Mavis. Oh, shit.
Is that a reference to me? Really? Rhea?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Cool. Was that her or just a name
That was
I didn't?
her.
Oh, she said that.
Eleonora shouted for you.
Cool.
Trying to find you where you
Right.
are. Mavis. You guys don't hear Mavis do anything.
Please be dead. Just
Right.
Please be dead.
Lincoln, your turn.
All right. This is a viable thing, even though, yeah, Lincoln is going to peek out from around the corner, and he is going to, and he can see through the magical darkness, so he's going to basically bring his hand up and claw it down in the direction of Jamus, and a flame of holy light comes down from the ceiling and engulfs around him. He's going to cast Sacred Flame. It's a dexterity saving throw.
All right, dexterity saving throw on.
On Jamus. Would it be at disadvantage if he can't see it?
Magical darkness. So it would consume
I
the
don't
light
know if saving
completely.
throws get that advantage. I think that's only in a feature. Which actually
That's fair.
it is a feature that I definitely encourage if you plan on doing sweet spelly stuff. Either way,
Yeah.
he fails.
Okay.
Rolls pretty badly.
Well, I rolled pretty badly too. I got a 1 radiant damage.
All right. However, that
And he'll spend another charge of healing light on August, so that's a 1d6. She gets 3 hit points back, and he's going to get back behind the wall and keep cover.
Okay. Awesome. That brings us to the next. That is going to be. Let's see. This is a better place for that. Looking for a little place for my dice box. We are going to. Tower is up next, followed by Jamus, and then Magnus. So Tower, you're next.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disengage. I'll move over. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here.
Were you carrying the magical darkness, or was it
I
someone
am
else?
carrying the magical darkness. I just don't think I can move it.
Well, you cast it on your sword, I thought.
No. I mean, Lindsay, move it in roll 20. Thank you
Oh,
to whoever
right.
moved it for me.
That's
Yep,
me.
Got you. One of us did.
I can see.
So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to. Can I see Mavis and Jamus?
Yes, you can.
All right. Eldritch Blast. One of each.
Okay, go for it. What color, energy, or like descriptors are this Eldritch Blast?
I want it to be. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I was looking for my dice. Green.
Green. Okay. More like mint green or like a sickly green?
A sickly green.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. I don't think that hits. That is a 10 and an 18. So I'll say, hold on, how are they positioned? 10 on Jamus and 18 on Mavis.
Okay. 18 does
To
hit
hit.
Mavis Reed.
Okay. And I can safely assume that 10 does not hit. Oh,
Mhm.
that is an 8. Oops. Yeah, that is 8 damage.
Okay.
Force magic. Let's keep that D10 out
Nice.
because I think all I've got left in my arsenal is Eldritch Blast unless I want to get close.
Entirely fair.
You don't want to?
What? No.
After what happened in August? What?
I mean, NPCs definitely have like a preserve their own life kind of vibe. So I appreciate the roleplay moment.
I'm
Jamus.
just saying anybody who's got a little bit of brains is not going to be near the fucking vampire who was previously a T-Rex.
Jamus is gonna turn around and see that he is being attacked by this monk-like woman.
He is still under effects of compelled duel. At the moment.
Ooh! He turns and looks at her, and then like you see his eyes kind of flash over like white and black, and you see a trickle of your signature. What color is your arcane energy most of the time, or what is it now?
Mine?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's my black sword, and it's currently imbued with fire at the moment. So like,
Okay.
I don't think I've determined a signature
Color or anything?
color.
Okay.
It
because
should
it's
be red.
evocation. Because
Red or blue?
But
No.
Red.
Red is Eleanor's favorite color. I'm just saying.
I thought it was blue.
No, it's
No,
red.
red.
Blue is the color
got
of
notes?
Camelot.
Okay, right.
But
Red.
Eleonora.
No, I remembered that one for reasons.
Well, because my two schools of magic are enchantment and evocation. So like, evocation's like kind of already has a color depending on what you're using.
Yeah.
And enchantment, I guess I feel like it's like pink, like
I think
all the
pink
time.
with enchantment, yeah. Alright.
I don't know. I don't think I have a color yet.
Okay. You see
Wait,
see
well,
some
no, 'cause,
flash.
yeah, we'll do reddish or something. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, reddish, whitish. I don't know.
You see some reddish and white flecks just kind of like
Ooh,
pulsate
I like flex.
in his
I like red
eyes.
and white
And he
flecks.
looks and he stares you down, and he is willingly going to not disengage with Eleonora's, who's going to get an attack of opportunity against him. He's going to miss, unfortunately. He comes over to you, and he's going to make a multi-attack, if I recall correctly here.
It's a good thing somebody
He's going to go
cast
for a
an
grapple.
Good
That is
thing-
going to be an 18. Go ahead and make a
For
competing
grapple?
athletics check.
Okay, haha. Yes, that is also an 18. So I think
18.
meat beats, right?
Beats. Damn.
Nice.
Well,
No.
this is a contest, though. I think we have to re-roll. Because I don't
Okay.
know, because contests are direct competitions.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not good.
What you got?
Natural 20.
Oh, 14.
14. He grabs you, and you can feel the anger in his muscles pulsating from
Ugh.
some unknown undead
Oh, actually,
heartbeat. Okay?
can I use a reaction instead?
To do...
Because it's considered a grapple, right?
Yes.
Grapple's considered an attack.
Yeah.
Great. Then I will use my last level 1 spell, Silvery Barb, and impose disadvantage
Ooh, okay.
on that
A
grapple.
fragment of the future retells itself. It is still a 19.
Well, it's a good thing I also give myself advantage with that, so...
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Nice.
Alrighty, nice. So that is a 22.
22.
Plus 5 athletics, man.
Well played.
There is a brief moment where,
I
like,
no longer have spells.
a flash of silver emanates in the air around you, and you see this brief future where you're able to divert a hand and a wrist as you, claw through Jamus's hold. He is going to, however, in this moment, make a bite attack at you. It just will not have advantage. That is
Cool.
going to be 15 to hit.
Mage armor 16.
Nice.
Awesome.
The bite nearly impales your neck, but you're able to dodge out of the way just in time. We get to Magnus.
Cool. Jeez, let me pull his sheet back up.
I know, right? You guys are like, oh wait, I have other characters. What the fuck?
Yeah. He already fired his big guns, I remember that. He's holding on to 1 level 4, just in case. And, okay, he's still got a bunch of level 3 spells, so he's gonna do Magic Missile at... No, he's got a bunch of level 2 spells. Magic Missile 2nd level at Jamus. So that is 4d4 plus 4, right?
Yes.
That's 17 damage.
Nice. Against Jamus?
Yep.
Alright. Let me do
Damn,
some...
that was near max.
Yeah, that's really good.
Most you could have got was 20.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
He gets the kill? All
How
right,
does Magnus
cool.
Flynn do this?
So as the bite comes towards Lucian's neck, he takes a step back, and kind of realizes himself as, black and blue swirling, shapes that kind of look like hawks fly out from around Lucian's back and impact into the vampire, as Magnus Flynn casts his little diddlies.
Mm-hmm. And this is magic missile.
Yep, magic missile.
These multiple bolts of pure arcane energy just blast Jamus from multiple sides, and you see like spots in the skin begin to burn away from this like just absolute brute magical force. Crumples to the ground. And then you watch his body begin to evaporate into the air. A mist starts to take form. Simultaneously, Mavis screams, "No!" And she looks at all of you, and she casts Mass Suggestion.
Except I've been saving it just for this. And Magnus uses Counterspell.
Okay, what
At
level?
4th level.
At
Fourth
fourth. Mass Suggestion is 6th level, so you will still need to roll here.
Okay. What do I need to roll? It needs to be... I keep forgetting how this works.
Just an intelligence check. Base
I think
intelligence check.
So its DC would be...
Its DC is
For
16.
6th level is 16, so he's got to roll just
Is it reduced by 1 because you're casting at a higher level, though?
yes.
So it's DC 15?
I didn't know it was reduced by 1.
Wait,
or is
no,
that a
hold
custom
on.
roll that I have?
Hold on, I don't remember. Let me post it so we can read it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm missing. Sorry.
When you cast a spell, how it
It's only if the higher
Yeah.
cast spell only matters if you're casting at the same level or lower. So it does nothing to the DC. So it's still 16. My apologies.
No, you're
so it's just a flat D20, or is it plus his?
good. It's a D20 plus intelligence. It's your spell ability modifier.
Okay, so that is a D20 plus 4, and I'll roll it openly.
Oh.
Oof.
Nope.
A 9. As she screams, these kind of like pinkish shadows erupt and begin to cycle around all of your minds. I need everyone, except for Lincoln and Mahar, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is because we can't see her?
Yep, well, she can't see you.
Or she can't see us.
Nope.
Can she see a tower
No.
in the magic darkness?
Tower, the Queen, and Spark do not need to make saving throws.
Does this count as a charm?
It does.
Yes, that's very
Awesome.
important.
Yes.
It does count as a
advantage.
charm.
Ooh. And what'd you say saving throw wise?
Wisdom.
The DC is yes, Wisdom saving throw. DC is 16. I'm just gonna go down the initiative order and mark like a little star next to whoever fails. So first in the initiative order is August.
Okay, wisdom save?
Yes.
Shit, it's a 15.
15. Failure on August. Princess.
That was with advantage.
Princess Elenara has a natural fucking 20. Damn.
Nice.
Nice.
Mavis Reed cast
Yeah,
a spell.
whatever. She's great.
Lincoln.
Whatever.
Lincoln.
Doesn't need to make the save.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Tower doesn't need to make the save. Jamus doesn't need to make the save. Magnus.
He got a 12 plus 4, 16.
16.
Boop, boop.
Meets beats.
Yep.
Mistress Vale.
I really didn't want that wizard to get the
Yeah.
to fail.
He doesn't have any
Wizard-
spell slots though,
he's,
so
he's burned all his big bullets so
Ah,
far,
okay.
so he's okay.
Mistress Vale fails.
Well, I mean, she didn't do much this combat anyway.
well, she's not in darkness anymore.
Maybe she can do more, yeah.
A rogue. You can't do shit.
Mahar doesn't need to roll.
Must be
Lucian.
hard.
Lucian rolled a 16 with no modifiers.
Nice.
Meets beats. Janora and Jiren, the twins, both fail. Queen Merlin.
20 minutes.
Queen Merlin fails.
20 whole minutes.
Oh right. Sorry, I was getting the queens mixed up.
Nope. And the queen does not have to roll. So, moving on, that is going to be Mavis Reed's held action. That moves us on to Mistress Vale.
What's the suggestion? We all must
Yeah.
have heard it.
Kill yourself.
Ah!
August is unconscious, so I'm not sure how useful that one will be. But
Wait, no,
No,
I'm
she-
back up.
No, she's back up.
oh, and actually, hold on. I may need to. I may need to. Actually, hold on. I need to double check something. Can continue. The spell ends and the subject finishes. I was going to say, I'm not actually. I need
Yeah.
to make sure that it can't be.
You should reread Mass Suggestion really quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm trying.
right.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
make sure that I can actually do that.
Yeah. If it,
Oh, other
Yeah, the-
obviously harmful
yeah.
act. Yes. So
yeah,
she,
asking the creature to stab
she would be
itself for
smarter
itself.
than that. Yeah.
I think you need to use commands
Um,
to do that.
She is going to. She's going to just say, "Leave." That's gonna be her command. It gets to the next round. Mistress Vale, she begins. Leave. This actually works out really great in some ways. Mistress Vale pulls out a stone from her pocket and pinches it, and you just, those of you who want to can make a perception check, but she speaks into it.
Okay.
A moment later, this entire wall just blows up. I need, none of you are actually within the blast radius, so that's fine. On the other side of it, you see Zunrith. And he just looks like fear-stricken, and his hands are like full of dust, and there are like scattered crystals all over the ground.
Is there vomit still on his clothes?
Yeah, the vomit's important.
No.
These are the important questions.
Mistress Vale immediately hightails it. However, in so doing, she's gonna try to disengage as she runs by, and she is gonna need to make a saving throw, as all of you will need to make dexterity saving throws. And she actually doesn't make it there. She makes it about halfway, and a rock falls from the ceiling and just crushes her. It is going to deal a total of 12 bludgeoning damage. And her leg is stuck underneath of it.
What?
And you hear her cry, "Ah!" As she is no longer able to move forward. That is going to bring us to Mahar's turn.
Okay. Mahar is going to just fire 3 more shots at Mavis. Let's see. Yeah, I think all 3 of those shots miss. 12, 11, 11.
12, 11, and 11 all miss. Yep. Unfortunately.
Okay. All right.
All right.
And she's going to keep cover.
Yeah, absolutely. Lucian, your turn.
Let's kill. Wait, alright, so did his body completely disintegrate, Jamus?
Jamus's body is like turning into a mist that just kind of hovers, condensed and floating there.
Okay. That's fine. Is Lucian still restrained? Because I'm pretty sure if
No.
twins. So
No.
twins lost concentration because
Yes, you're done. You're no longer restrained. You're good.
Yes. Thank goodness. Right. Cool. Lucian's gonna come up to Mavos Reed and begin to hack away at this person. But first, bonus action, second wind. So we'll go D10 plus 4. That is 10 points of health. Brings me back up to half because I was not doing well.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, we'll take a swing with our sword. Natural 20.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go second wind as well and swing again.
Okay.
And that's a 1. So great on the spectrum here.
So that means you damage 2 plus your modifier? Or no, 1 plus max
Oh, sweet.
roll.
So what?
1 plus max roll. So
Yes, so actually it got max roll plus max roll. So that's 20 slashing damage. And then we have 2 fire damage plus 6 fire damage. So 28 total.
nice.
And then I rolled a 1. So
All right, as you strike Mavos Reed in this like superiorly weakened form, you see that the fire stretches across her body, and there is, at this range, you see details you've never noticed before. And there is something inhuman beyond like this first layer of skin. You see not necessarily the same regeneration properties, but there is almost like a second layer of skin beneath the flesh tone that's like purple, and some of it kind of like peels up and you see like some manner of boils. There is almost a sliminess to the skin underneath the first layer.
oh, nice.
But you do heavily damage Mavos Reed in this situation. You also notice this close, the lantern is still graspable. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw within melee range.
Okay, this is
And
a
then
charm
your turn.
spell.
Nope.
This is a charm. Okay. Wisdom.
Why don't you guys call me like that?
That's a 4.
4. You hear the echoes of all of your siblings coming from this lantern. The most prominent of which being Eglantine's. You are frightened.
Okay.
Help! And that's all you hear. This gets to Janora and Jiren. They are going to leave. They are headed out the door. Let's see. They both do okay on their saving throws to get into the area. Which is fine. Then we get to Queen Merlin. Queen Merlin failed. She is going to leave. Mavis Reed is not going to use her reaction. Yep, gets into the passageway. Needs to roll a saving throw. Very much succeeds despite being a waterborne creature. As rocks begin to tumble from the ceiling, you see 3 individuals that were part of this banquet make their way in. As we get to the end of this round, you can hear Queen Camilio, Eleonora, get back here! And she's going to run through and try to grab her, and usher her to get back. She's gonna hold her action to dash, when she agrees to leave. And then we get back to the top of the round. August.
Okay. Smell, please. It seems dangerous to escape the one way.
It's the most immediate, but there are other ways.
It is. I wish I wasn't told to leave. I think I'm going to move myself over here, and I'm going to try to escape out that way.
Okay. Are you using your bonus action? I believe because you can dash,
I'm using
dash.
bonus. Oh, well, if I can dash one more time, dash one more time.
Yeah.
I was told to leave, so that's like the only action I can take.
Yeah, and it's reasonable to leave through a safe path instead of a dangerous way.
Well, I keep seeing rocks falling, and
Yeah.
the Mistress Vale's trapped under a rock, so...
Yep.
Okay, so that's my turn, is to do what I'm told via mass suggestion.
Yep. Princess Eleonora's turn. You see like this kind of conflict between mother and daughter as she wrests her fist away, and she's gonna go over to Mavis Reed, and she's gonna try to break some concentration on her. Rolls a natural 18. And it's another 8 damage, and rolls a natural 20 for a total of 18, so 26 total damage. And as she's like landing these hits, she can tell they're absolutely roughing Mavis Reed up, and she kind of like has this grinning moment with you, Lucian. Kind of fighting the same bad guy moment.
Well, Lucian is currently very much visibly shocked, considering he is frightened. Not at her, he seems very fixated on the lantern and is...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She makes 2 attacks. Mavis Reed does succeed both concentration checks, and she is actually going to use a Hellish Rebuke as a response. That is going to be a total of 12 damage to Princess Eleonora. So many notes.
Not even engaged yet.
As like this pinkish green flame just erupts from Mavis Reed as she screams at Eleonora, it enveloping her body. You can see singes across the arm, and some of her hair kind of like dries out on the end as flames lick it. We are going to get to Mavis Reed's actual turn. And she is going to... Oh, what spells does she have left?
Yeah, stupid level. We determined, we assumed she's like a level 13 sorcerer or something like that. I think.
Sort of.
Stupid
Sorta, kinda.
spellcasters.
Stupid spellcasters.
Magic. Your face.
Your prestidigitations.
She is going to use Ray of Enfeeblement.
Ugh. I don't like that one.
And... she's going to use Misty Step first. And she's just kind of gonna... and a vanishing of this pinkish gray smoke vanishes over the edge, and she looks at Elenara and Lucian in particular and casts Ray of Enfeeblement. Why don't you roll a house roll to see who she targets first?
Okay, we'll do that open then.
Even number you, odd
One.
number Elenara.
No, it's 1.
It's Elenara.
Luckily
No.
for you, the first attack luckily for you, it is it's a natural 1. And she just like grumbles in frustration. She is then going to she actually can cast this twice. She's going to target Lucian. That is going to be a 10 plus 6, a 16 to hit.
16 AC, so.
Okay.
Meets
Meets
beats, right?
Yep. Meets beats on the aggressor's side. And so you have you deal half damage. Oh shit, she can't use that spell. Never mind, it's concentration. I thought it wasn't. She's just gonna use Magic Missile. And she targets 1 at Elenara and 2 at you. My bad, my bad. Concentration management, guys. You're gonna take a total of 6 damage, and Elenara's gonna take 2.
Okay,
She is
well,
quickly running out of things here.
I am okay to take 6 damage. That's a good number.
Lincoln.
Lincoln. Quick question. How heavy are those cauldrons that are on the table?
The cauldrons on the table are, probably, I mean, you haven't picked it up, but I would say at a glance, you'd say roughly around 10, 15 pounds.
Okay. Lincoln is going to move in sight. He's going to whisper something to Mahar, and then he's going to cast Sacred Flame again on the smoke that's basically where Jamus is, making sure that if it is something that is evil or undead, to cause a continual radiant damage on something evil.
Absolutely.
I don't even know if this smoke would get a dex saving throw. I don't know.
Regardless, I'm gonna call it a failure.
Okay.
He's just playing dead. He turned into smoke, pretending to be dead.
Okay. Then that is 8 radiant damage.
8 radiant damage. Nice, nice, nice.
And then he's going to get back behind the wall.
You do see that the light stretching out throughout the smoke, which does impact it. So you do notice that something happened there. Tower.
Okay. I am Bilbo. Let's just Eldritch Blast Mavis Reed twice.
Nice.
Oh wait, one fell down. Okay. 17 and 18.
Both hit.
Okay. 12 force damage.
12 force damage total.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. The sickly green energy just strikes out from the blackness, hitting on the shoulder and then the abdomen area of Mavos Reed. She looks around, frantically, seeing her situation. That is going to be Tara's turn. Jamus is... Jamus is going to move.
Jamus is moving?
The smoke
Oh,
begins
no.
to kind of move. Moves out to the balcony. And goes up about 10 feet into the air. So it's a little bit above you. Out of your melee reach, at least.
Okay.
We're gonna hit Magnus' turn next. Magnus, it
Okay.
is the beginning of your turn. I do need a dex save as you're within the blast radius of crumbling structures.
Oh no!
Well, he's a wizard. He has a good dex, right?
Yeah, wizards have great decks. Let's see. But apparently not him with a natural 1.
Oh no.
Alright. So you are going to take 9 bludgeoning damage as rocks come from the ceiling. You did not roll low enough to get any sort of injury or status condition. Oh wait, you rolled a natural 1.
I didn't roll low enough to
Shit.
get an injury.
Shit. Okay, never mind. I was thinking 11 in my head. Oh dear.
I can roll lower than a 1?
So you effectively have a broken arm, so any somatic components that you need to use will take a check to succeed.
Okay. Alright. Nice. So he's gonna step out of said circle that has now disappeared, move 5 feet to the left. So I don't know if
Okay.
you meant to have that circle disappear or not. And he is going.
Go ahead.
He noticed the second skin being torn away, right?
Yes. I would
So
say,
he's gonna
those of you with the pretty close, yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna use a bonus action to make an Arcana check. To figure out what exactly this person is, if with a second skin, which will be a Arcana's a +7, 25.
25. As you get a closer look, you see some shifting of the eyes to something more yellow, with hints of golden and silver flecks. The skin underneath defies most humanoid explanations based off of the kind of magic that you've seen her use, being enchantment, necromancy, and evocation to some degree. You have a couple of ideas. One would be that she is on the path to lichdom. You being an educated, wizard, of course. The other would be some kind of archfey, malformed in some degree, or possibly some kind of sorceress deformity. This was done to her.
I was betting on succubus, but okay.
So, since it's Cal, how many of you are voting on Faye?
Deformed Fae.
I'm just saying. We all know Cal at this point.
Hey, we don't face shame here.
My money's on Faye.
All right, well. Dang it, she's finally separated herself from the group, and he no longer has fireball. Alright,
Should have held on to it.
yeah, so I guess Magic Mixel is verbal semantics, so I have to, make a pain check or something?
Athletics check.
The wizard has to make an athletics check.
Aw,
Mhm.
that's cruel.
That's
Well,
rude.
DC 12.
DC 12? Yeah, it's a 5. So, like, no.
You feel the bones just absolutely resist any sort of movement that allows you to accomplish the somatic components of this spell. Your action is wasted.
Cool. Love that for a wizard.
Anything else for Magnus Flynn?
He just contemplates his life and repoints his hat a little bit. Really takes in the scene,
Okay.
the view, everything that's going on. Looking at the spread of the table out before him, he's like, "Ah, yeah, this is a good meal."
Nice. It is, we're gonna take Zunrith and Mistress Vale's turn at the same time as they are right next to each other in the initiative order. Zunrith goes in, and the fear of Mistress Vale's eyes is still taking hold of her as she is trying to get away. However, neither of their strengths are very good. They are unable to remove the rock from her leg, as she is still kind of stuck there. You can see Zunrith just absolutely, like, putting his all into trying to move that rock. We get to the next turn, Mahar.
Okay. Just double checking. Mahar doesn't have the dash action, right? Or the typical rogue bonus abilities?
No.
No. Okay. Mahar is going to run up and jump on the table.
Okay. Nice.
She's going to grab the cauldron with the liquid that freezes, and she's going to hurl it at Mavis Reed.
Okay. Let's see an improvisational range attack. You can use Dex.
Dex,
It's light
alright.
enough.
Natural
Oh.
1.
No!
Natural 1. As Mahar goes to pick it up, she accidentally picks it up kind of by the lid, just inside of it, and just ice begins to stretch over her hands and her fingers. I need a Constitution saving throw.
18.
18. That is a success, but you are still going to take half damage. You take a total of 8 cold damage as it stretches out from inside of there. She is not within range of the falling boulders, though, which is great. Oh god, poor Patry. And, well, actually, no, they probably have been... Yeah, they're not gonna succeed. They're unconscious.
And now they're awake.
We'll see how much damage they take if they survive. Okay, just barely. They both kind of wake up. You see one of them kind of on the ground. A rock landed kind of on their midsection. Not enormously large, but enough to do some damage. The other ones seems to have just kind of been brushed across the shoulder. And is able to get up. So there is that. We have Lucian's turn.
Okay. Do I roll against being frightened, or am I still frightened?
So are you... Oh, you are frightened, not suggested, right? You succeeded the suggestion?
Yep, not
Okay.
suggested, I'm frightened.
Okay, yes, go ahead and you'll make a roll at the end of each of your turns.
End of the turn, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so he's going to bonus action bow summon
Mhm.
and shoot at Mavis Reed. He has disadvantage because of frightened.
Mhm.
Can't run towards her, so.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, that would have been so nice. Okay, that still works. That is a... Switch character sheets here. 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Okay, so she will take 6 plus 3 piercing, and I used a bonus action, so I guess I can't ignite my arrow.
No. How much
Oh.
damage was it one more time?
9 piercing.
Okay. You can tell she is on her last legs as the arrow pierces the side, just kind of sticks in, and she looks at you, black blood just kind of trickling from her eyes. And she calls out the name Corvinus.
Who's affected? What? Wait, hold on. Is that the right? Hold on. I'm not prepared for that. Give me a second.
You know who knows who the character is and who doesn't by our reactions.
Okay. Are you trying to make a roll?
He's checking his notes.
No, I'm checking my notes because I might be being extremely stupid right now. Or
What do you need to know?
yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Just want to make sure.
Okay.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Was it a call or just like an exhale? She called out Corvinus
Was she like, hey, was it like a hey, come over here? Or was it like a, oh,
under the breath.
Kind of
Like-
in between. Wasn't quite
I
under the
don't
breath,
like.
but wasn't
Don't
a
say that.
scream.
You got to pick one or the other. I can't have
No,
it
it's in
between on this
between.
one.
yeah, no. Ambiguity. We
No.
can't.
Be specific.
Never ask Hal a direct question.
Oh, fine. You know what? Insight check. Insight check. Where's this? Well, that's a 2, so no. Brick. Okay. I got that. I got
What'd you get?
I got what for the insight check?
Yeah.
2. You didn't know
A
anything.
2? Oh, okay. I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
I didn't. Yeah.
An exclamation of desperation. Of some kind. That was
Some of the
Lucian's
freaking
turn,
Baron.
right?
Yeah, yes. that was
Janor and
Lucian.
Jiren have escaped out the western side of the castle. Queen Merlin is next. She also escaped, so we'll just take her out of the order. The queen is... Eleonora, it is time to get out of here. And... Eleonora silently glances at her with a glare and mutters something that only Lucian and Mahar can hear, saying, "You get out, I will finish this."
Oh yeah, there wasn't polite mommy issues, wasn't there?
Mavis reads, or rather, at the top of the round we have August. Triple dash.
I believe I am still, yes, under the effects of mass suggestion, and I have not yet left properly. So, Smaug. They've got after dinner zoomies. So, man, I need a lot more map to see. All right, I have to kind of go around. Okay, so there's. That, I believe that was 60. And so I get another 30.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn. I'm doing what I'm told.
All right, and you went northward. You're here. Okay, cool. Gotcha. So you're
Yeah, I'm
near the
heading for
exit.
the main entrance. Yes, the way that I know gets me out, because I don't know where the Tumbling Rock secret tunnel takes us.
That's fair.
Nice.
Tunnel
Secret tunnel.
through the
And
mountains.
die.
I just
Secret
remember the
tunnel.
last words. And die.
And died.
How fitting. So Princess Eleanor's turn. She's gonna hop over. Yeah, she is gonna try to duke it out. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, gods, that's not good at all. She misses all 3 times as Mavis Reed is just kind of sitting there, like casually dodging to the side every one of her unarmed strikes. That is gonna be the end of her turn. Mavis Reed is gonna grin and you see her palm start to glow. This black, gray, misty energy surrounding, crawling up her arm, begins to create a circle around her in about a 10-foot diameter.
Oh, I didn't roll against being frightened. Can I do that real quick?
Yes. Oh, at the end of your turn? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. 14.
14? 14 does not succeed. She has a DC of 16. Oh wait, no,
Stupid
it's an
lantern.
item. Sorry, item is 14. The lantern is at 14. It's weak.
Yes!
So yes, you actually
Nice.
succeed. And as this mist appears, you can't see anything. You can't see anything right off the bat, but you can hear footsteps of heavy boots.
Oh. Oh.
Brings us to Lincoln's turn.
Man, Lincoln, he's just gonna cast Sacred Flame on this smoke again, especially since he's seeing that it's having an effect. So, another Sacred Flame as just some fire kind of wraps around the smoke. DC 14 for 5 radiant damage, if it can dodge.
Say that again?
Casting Sacred Flame, so it's DC 14, if it
On
can
the
dodge,
mist?
Dex.
Missed?
Yeah.
Fails.
Yeah. Okay, then 5 radiant damage. And yeah, he's just going to stay hidden behind the wall there.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, with Jamus, cool.
It's only 10 hit
Um,
points.
Okay. Yeah, the basically the holy light that kind of comes from above, it wraps around the smoke, and you see that the it starts just causing more smoke to rise as if it's kind of engulfing Jamus, and then the fire just kind of like winks out and there's no smoke anymore.
Absolutely. Just nothing there.
Yep.
A sense of relief washes over you. And
Absolutely.
No one was charmed by him
Lincoln was.
at the beginning, but not anymore.
At the beginning,
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And you can feel the presence just absolutely lift. There was almost this bond that stuck in your head that just is now completely severed and non-existent.
Yeah, and then he'll call out, "I believe that your next date will be a stag."
Nice. I love it. Now we get to, let's go tower.
We're just gonna keep spamming those Eldritch blasts
Absolutely.
while I stay over here in my safe darkness.
Isn't it so fun?
It is so fun.
Death bubble.
Ugh, that's 11 and a 12. Those weren't good.
11 and a 12 again?
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough. Yeah, no, that's not gonna do it, my friend.
Okay.
Sorry. That's going to get us to Jamus, who is dead. Next is Magnus Flynn and someone else. Magnus Flynn goes first.
So you said there's a gray mist circle 10 foot from around her, so
Yes.
Eleonora is consumed by it.
Yes.
She's not visible either.
Nope.
Okay. Shoot. He's gonna. So You have to use magic missile. You have to see the creature, right?
Mm-hmm. You do. Most spells require sight of the creature. This campaign is very, very much around like obscuring and hiding things.
Okay, I don't think he can do anything at the moment. Oh, who's trapped under rocks?
Falani. Mistress Vale.
This guy?
Mistress
I guess-
Vale and Patri.
Patri?
Patri or Viego, I can't remember. Viego, the tiefling.
Okay, let's go. He's gonna go pull the rock off the person.
Okay. With
19 minus 1, 18.
that is the DC.
Oh! Heavy rocks, I guess.
Magnus, aged and wise, and just pushes.
That's how I did it back in my day.
And the tiefling just looks at you like, "Oh my god!" Like, and then like offers a profuse thank you, and is gonna on their next turn go ahead and run out that door with Patri as well. That's your action. Anything else?
Can't really do anything at the moment, so.
All right.
And spells.
And from outside of the smoke, you see a figure that you haven't seen in years. You can see this dark pepper specked hair, combed back, smooth, with some manner of hair product, a high collar opera-like coat with white ruffles adorned with red and black that travels around, a giant axe placed on his back, comes out looking around, looking like an absolute brute of a 50-year-old. You see the Baron Corvinus von Bathory with a well-groomed mustache. It's good to see you. Runs out towards you, makes an attack with the axe.
Okay! Alright, just straight up go for it. Why not? Okay.
That is a 19 to hit. Oh shit. Okay, that's gonna be really good roll on one, really not good roll on the other. That's gonna be 19 plus 5, 24 slashing damage as Mercy hits you.
I drop to a knee, and I am down to 2 hit points.
As you do,
That's like-
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. This isn't good. Oh well, luckily con is the best. 20. 14 plus 6.
You feel Mercy try to rip holes through your flesh where it didn't make content, like it was going to be multiplied. But with your innate arcane talents that you possess and your strength of body, you're able to resist this effect.
Cool!
Kneel as you should. And that is going to be his turn. You also don't have a long-term injury, so that's nice.
I also don't have a long-term injury.
Although death is pretty permanent, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, I guess we did make, a big deal of how crazy this axe was. So,
All right,
Hindsight's 2020, right?
Mistress
Yeah.
Vale. Mistress Vale looks over at the Baron, and she mutters a few things to Zunrith. And he just shakes his head. And she tries to... You see her cast some manner of energy, these pink energy escaping her nails and wrapping around Zunrith's brain. His eyes go pink for a moment, and then he shakes it off and just says no. And continues to try and push the rock off of her. That is going to be their turn, as they are still unsuccessful, not meeting the DC. Mahar, your turn.
Alright, well, Mahar is going to try to stabby this mean dude that just basically almost one-shot
It's over half
Lucian.
my health.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Okay, 22, 13, and 12?
22 hits.
Okay, and then, so we'll add sneak attack damage.
Nice. 2.
So
The Baron?
to the Baron, yeah. So it's 3 piercing plus 10 sneak attack damage.
Okay. As Mahar strikes into the Baron's back, he lets out a grunt that's like a laugh, like it tickled. It
Okay.
did almost nothing.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Lucian, your turn.
Did Mavos Reed leave, or
No,
did
she's
he just
still there.
show up?
She's still there.
Is there
just the
still no
is
smoke
gone.
around her?
Nope, the smoke has dissipated.
Heck. I'll look at... My good Baron. Greetings and defiance. I'll stand up.
And run! Just kidding.
Not today. And I'll disengage, take a step back, and I'll say, openly attacking a guest on Allied territory. I believe that's an act of war, sir. Wouldn't want to go to war with all of Camelot, would you? And I will casually start walking away. And then I'll say, Elenara! Try to get her attention.
She looks back at you and says, "What are you doing?"
Run.
I want you to give me a persuasion check with an advantage. Because she is defiant here. She does not want to leave. She wants to finish what she has started.
With advantage?
You do have advantage because she trusts you. But you have a persuasion check on your hands.
Okay, well, luckily, we are spec'd into persuasion. We'll roll it here. That's not good.
That's really bad.
We're gonna use our con that we get one
Okay.
session.
Which means you get to roll with advantage again.
Please. Please, please, please. Okay. 13?
She looks at you. This is my kingdom.
Like, very fearful in my eyes.
We'll see what she does when we get to her turn.
Okay.
The queen yells after you, "Elenara, get away!" And she begins to chant a bit, and you hear this as rock crumbles somewhere beyond the darkness with which you can't see. You hear thump, thump, thump as rock just stamps on the ground. Something is traveling towards you. That brings us to August.
Oh, thank goodness.
So just a question for Cal.
Yes.
Have I completed the action leave?
No.
Is she still keeping concentration? Hasn't she been hit a couple times? Or
She...
maybe not.
Yes, none of the... There's only been 1 or 2 hits that have been extreme, enough to really, like, mess with her. She has advantage on,
Like, The
concentration.
28 damage that Lucian
I
did?
did not roll for that one. So let me go ahead and roll for that real quick. Thank you. 28. She gets a natural 15 plus her con, which is a 2, so 17. I think that's over half. So,
Yeah.
Okay. So I still need to leave.
yes.
Okay. 60. This is actually 60.
What's your passive perception, August?
That is a good question. It is 13.
13. Okay. Okay. As you're running outside, you hardly notice that somebody is standing right beside the door, and a flash of red horns comes into your peripheral as a knife dives towards you. You see it just soon enough to prevent advantage. But it is a natural 20 anywho.
Okay.
And a tiefling that you fought once before, trying to keep Lucian from being kidnapped, stabs you through the ribs and yanks up ever so slightly, then looks at you. You're the wrong one. You take a total of 9 piercing damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Pushes you off the knife. The knife grabs onto something in your soul. And at the same time, you feel tugging from the lantern that you've made contact with a few times. You can hear the voices of your siblings in there. You can also hear this blackness. There are 2 forces that are beginning to reach towards your soul, and though you are unconscious, there's this vision-like state you are entering. Should they both pull towards you, how do you want to deal with these energies?
What do you mean both?
The pull of the dagger feels like
Okay.
a consumption, versus the pull of the lantern feels like an imprisonment.
But
I
I,
would
hear my
also-
siblings from the lantern.
Yes. I want to give you a... Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
You've studied a lot of magic, right?
Yeah. Well, I got a natural 20, so apparently I do.
I like.
Damn!
We're getting.
Nice.
We're having
This
a
is-
very wide range of rules. We're getting a lot of natural 20s, but none of them are
Yeah,
like
I got a
great.
10 and a 20.
like a lot of natural 20s right now, and none of them are just like, oh oh my gosh, that's amazing. They're just like,
yeah, they're kind of
Just like-
underwhelming natural
Yeah.
20s. Like an Arcana check. Yay.
you remember this specifically in that one book you kind of almost read.
You enter into this black, dark space with threads of different colors kind of violently interjecting their way in the space and sparking out. And you can see at the edge of this path that erupts from you at the center of it, you see the lantern blown up in size, a door. You see the fists banging of your siblings that are behind. You can also see this black hole of a space. But with this moment of brilliance, you feel as though you can use your rapier to maneuver these two bodies. You feel as though you can actually absorb the black hole and perhaps use it in a way to destroy this prison. Hitting negative energy against negative energy.
Okay.
But you also
Um,
know that if you do this, there is no coming back. You can sense your life force escaping, but it is still technically there. If you do this, this is the end for you.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, Lucian. I'm sorry, Lynn the Chariot Girl. I guess I'm gonna miss our meeting. And I'm gonna bring those two things together.
Okay. The suction of the black hole pulls at your arm as you slice your rapier through it. It pulls the darkness into it, and all of a sudden you see yourself wielding this dark, shadowy blade. You walk towards the prison. I would like for you to make an attack.
Okay. That's not great.
Hope it's not a natural one.
No, it's a 13.
A 13. You strike once. It begins to shatter. One of the 6 sides of this lantern spiderweb cracks. You have more to do here, but you have the opportunity. As you get to the next person, Princess Elenara. Looks at Mavis Reed. Get out of my fucking kingdom!
Okay.
A natural 1. And 2 natural 15s. She slips, diving for Mavis Reed. Hits her fist on the wall. Reeling back, she is able to continue her momentum through her feet, making 2 strikes. Dealing some damage to Mavis Reed. Strikes her across the cheek. And then she leaves into the darkness. In the middle of the darkness, Lucian, you hear her scream. We get to Lincoln.
All right. Lincoln is... He's going to peer around the corner, and he's going to call out to... upon seeing that Lucian's leaving and that he saw that August had run out, he's going to call out to Mahar and say, Mahar, run!
Okay.
And then he's going to cast Eldritch Blast, and beams of white... a beam of white energy comes from his palm, and he's going to aim it towards Mavis Reed.
Okay. Nice. Go ahead and do so. Oh, what's the attack? Or is it a saving throw?
Attack. Nope, it's attack. 25 for 6 force damage.
Nice. You blast with this pure celestial energy, and Mavis Reed just hits the wall, her back almost cracking against the impact that Eleanor already made. She lands on the ground on all fours and looks at you. Black blood dripping from her mouth, she wipes it. Let us be one. And she stares at the Baron. And this black crackling energy erupts from a point in her neck across her face. The same effect happens to the Baron. And something about their bodies is very different. Tower, your turn.
Wait, how far down is the jump down the balcony?
It's about a 20-foot drop.
Ooh.
Risky business.
I mean, seeing all this, wait, can he see what's happening to, Eleonora through the magical darkness?
Yes, you can. Eleanor ran into a giant stone animated statue.
Is she being grabbed?
No, she's merely startled.
Okay. Shit. Yeah, Lincoln's gonna jump, down the, balcony.
Okay.
Is that a dex saving throw to try to reduce damage?
Dex saving throw to reduce some damage. 9 or 5, depending on success rate. We'll say DC. We'll say DC 10.
Alright, got a 20. Oh,
Nice.
whoops, I whispered that.
You're good. 5 bludgeoning damage to Lincoln.
5? Okay,
Yep.
cool.
And then it is Magnus's turn.
What about me? Hi.
What? Oh,
You said
Tower. I'm sorry. My bad. Yes, go ahead, Tower. Thank you.
I'm sidestepping these giant stone things. And I'm going to blast that Eldritch at Mavis Reed.
All right, nice.
That's
Go
really
for
hard
it.
to read.
Kill the witch! Kill the witch!
That is 20, 21 and 22.
21 and 22. Both hit.
Well, I should hope so. Well, 11 force damage.
11 force damage. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
160 hit points.
Both the NPCs are kill stealers. Just saying.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Does Mavis Reed have earrings?
Oh yeah, she has several earrings.
Let's blast those fuckers off.
Ooh. So as you, do you want to describe this or would you like me to?
No, you go right ahead. I'm blasting her fucking earrings off.
All right, so you take your energy bolts and in this moment of, just pure anger as you feel yourself fractalize the eldritch energies. And
No. I want to blast one earring off, but then I want to go up to her and I want to grab her by the throat and Eldritch blast her while I grab her by the throat.
Ooh, all right, fair enough. Do you dispel darkness while you do this?
No. I'm gonna
Okay.
whisper in her ear.
Okay. So you go up to you shoot this first one. It just explodes off, and those of you that can see Mavis Reed watches one ear is just blown off, black blood spilling out the side of her head. You go up, you hold her neck. What do you say to her?
I'm gonna say, that's for Nika, you fucking bitch. And then I'm gonna take her other earring.
Absolutely. Do you rip the earring off and then shoot it, or another shot? Okay.
No, I'm gonna rip the earring off and then shoot her.
Okay. You rip the earring off with your offhand, and the hand around her neck glows as you usher a point-blank Eldritch Blast through her neck that no one else can see.
Yep.
There's just nothing. Her head clatters to the ground. Your head full of black blood. You hear this whispering coming from this empty space in her neck. She lies on the ground defeated. You also
Well done.
yeah. With that, we get to now we have Magnus.
Are the rocks still falling?
Yes, absolutely. And the radius is expanded. I do need you to make a saving throw.
I'm like nervously putting my dice in and out of their container. He got a 13.
13.
Oh, also he lifted that rock with only one arm because his arm's broken.
Yes, he did.
Last time.
Magnus Flynn maybe he's a bit more beefy than we give him credit for.
Yeah.
Let's you said 13?
Yep.
13 is barely successful this round.
Cool.
So it's your saving throw. What is Magnus doing?
He just saw the Baron basically cripple Lucian. And he knows who that is.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Actually, I don't know. He doesn't know about the trauma, I guess.
Magnus Flynn knows a lot.
Okay. Oh, he's going like...
He
By Jove.
hates the Baron with a burning passion.
He's like, oh, by Jove! And fire magic missile at the Baron, because that's gonna be effective.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
Shoot a couple of magic missiles. They hit the Baron from all four sides, all creating welts and nothing more.
0 damage. Yeah, I kind of assume so. I'm assuming the Baron's got basically the equivalent of a permanent magic shield or shield spell on at all times. Or he's just...
No, he takes damage. It's just not a lot.
Yeah, he's just a thick
He's just
boy.
beefy. He's a beefy boy.
By Jove.
You do watch as the black, whatever happened in the darkness, the black veins that stretched across his face are now gone.
Yeah, what we needed was another polymorph, right? But different.
I will let you roll for this after this combat to see if you could figure out what it was. Anyone who saw it. Magnus Flynn, what is he doing? Oh, that's right. Baron's turn. The Baron turns, and just kind of like looks at Mahar. Such a pity. He's gonna make an attack.
All right.
That is a 14 to hit. What is her AC?
Well, it's blank. Her dex modifier is +4, so if she's not wearing any armor, which it's unclear, then it would hit.
She is wearing her dress, so she will
All right,
not be wearing
then it
armor.
hits. All right, then it hits.
20 slashing damage.
All right. Well, she is still alive.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Maybe.
DC 14 or DC 13.
Oh, that is a 7.
Well, I guess we're gonna figure out what it does.
Yep.
The pain that Lincoln, you can hear Mahar's voice scream in blood-curdling pain as she collapses to the ground and she is completely incapacitated from just the pain of this axe. She has been marked. She cannot do, she has no action, she has no movement or anything next round.
Okay.
That brings us to Lucian. Oh, and then the Baron after that is going to go over to Magnus Flynn.
You just gonna walk over to Magnus Flynn?
Walks over to Magnus Flynn. See what we do to your teacher, boy.
Nah. Okay.
You can hear Magnus say, "Leave." What are you doing, Lucian?
I died.
3, 2,
Hold
1.
He's gonna. Alright. I didn't run away. I disengaged and walked
Yes.
away, keeping my eye on him.
Yes, you did.
Just like, dang it. And I'll. Ah! Okay. Pull out the sword. I'm over here, Baron!
I assume you prepare an action. Hold an action.
And I'll brace myself for him to run at me again and take a dodge. If he runs at me, I'm gonna take a dodge action. If he attacks Magnus Flynn, I'm gonna cast a cantrip.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your turn.
Okay. It's like.
As you brace yourself, you haven't been looking towards the exit, and you hear these giant boom, boom, boom of these giant stone statues just marching their way past you. Let's see, how much movement do they have? They can't quite make it. They just kind of like go upon either side of you, each bearing the mark of Camelot, one of them just entirely crumpling the table as they walk towards the Baron. That is all they're capable of doing this round, however. Patri and Viego are able to leave. They leave out the crumbling exit. They both do succeed on their saving throws, rolling quite well, actually. And Patri, you can see Patri, who is relatively muscular, Aarakocra, kind of grabs the tiefling and rushes him out the tunnel. You can see people disappearing on the other side. That brings us to the top of the round, August. With the same power, with the same sword in your hand, you have more of the lantern left to destroy.
Okay, I'm destroying it, so...
Okay, make another attack.
23.
Okay. Rotating around, you make 2 quick strikes. Able to kind of dance around this, your fencing training coming into effect here. More spiderweb cracks. You can hear the screams of your siblings grow. You can hear them get louder. You're so close. And they're so close to freedom, or something close to it. Does August say or do anything?
Well, I'm out of attacks.
You are.
I would stay,
Mm-hmm.
but there's not really anything I can do.
Mm-hmm. You feel the energy of Ophelia. With the spiderweb cracks, the smokiness of the glass around this lantern begin to fade and become more transparent. And you can see Ophelia on the other side, kind of withered, lines stretched out across her face, just staring at you like she has aged 100 or so years. She just smiles at you in thanks. As we get back to Princess Elenara, she runs towards the exit, and she grabs kind of the stunned little spark. She grabs the stunned spark student, begins to drag him away, and the three of them are going to start kind of. Oh, hello! I moved the staircase.
They rip up the stairs.
And
She's
they
just so pissed off right now.
begin making their way out towards the outside. We're going to go ahead and say that they have. She pushes them down the stairs and then turns around to Lucian.
Okay.
Says, "Leave, you idiot!"
Lucian is barely standing up. Eyes forward. Ignoring it. Well, I guess he can't do anything his turn anyway, so he'll react later.
She rushes over and begins to pull something out of her hair. But that's all she gets to do this round.
don't you stab me. I don't trust anyone right now. Don't you stab me.
Mavis is dead. Lincoln, your turn.
Question. Did Lincoln see that August was attacked from atop the balcony?
No. She
No, he
was,
did not see.
like,
Okay.
outside of the building when it happened.
Okay, yeah, so that makes this decision much easier, because it doesn't know that she's there. So he is going to start running back up the stairs because all he heard was Mahar screaming.
Absolutely. Go ahead and move.
Yeah, so I moved and took the dash action.
Nice.
Mahar is incapacitated, but does she look unconscious from where Lincoln's at?
No, she looks very conscious. She's like screaming and like pulling back in pain.
Okay.
She is partially contained within the darkness, but you can see her.
Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, he's not going to do any bonus action then. Well, let's see. I don't think I have a bonus action. That'd be helpful. No, I don't. So, yeah, that's it.
Okay. From there, we get to Tower.
Yep. I'm going to hop up on that table and get Lucian and Elenara in the darkness circle.
Okay.
Just gotta jump up a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you fools. I'm gonna tell them to run. I mean, we've got the big ass stone statues in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn. I yell at them to run.
All right. Nice. It's gonna be your turn as Tower. Magnus.
He looks kind of past the statues at Lucian, rolls his eyes, and Misty steps over.
That's literally what I had
Yeah.
going through my head.
Yeah, he basically steps and he grabs. I totally spaced on her name just now. Like, why?
Mahar.
Why did
Mahar.
I mean, yeah, I know, but like, we're talking
Also,
about Mahar for like ever.
you
But,
technically
yeah,
have to see the space, so you can teleport to
Well.
just outside of the darkness.
sure. And
But
then
you can't
he'll
teleport it.
walk in and grab her because he knows where she is.
Yes, yeah, that's fair.
And she's also screaming, so like he's gonna know where she is. Grab
Yep.
her, and then he'll start making this way towards
Nice.
Lucian. He's like, Lucian, I told you to run. I told you I'd be fine. And Lucian will be like,
Now we get the truth. Fly, you fools.
he'll say, now will you run?
The Baron just kind of yawns, looks at these, he takes his hand, he sheathes his axe, and he just runs by and touches each of these stone golems. The top one, northmost facing one, just kind of freezes in place. This kind of whitish blue energy stretching over the stone guardian's body, restraining it mid-swing. The other one is, however, gonna resist this effect. The Baron is going to run down to to Mavis Reed's body. He picks it up. He's going to take an attack of opportunity from the stone golem. And he just picks up the body and throws it over his shoulder like a fireman's carry. Which I guess only Tower can really see. That gets us to Mistress Vale. At this point, Mistress Vale and Zunrith finally push the rock off of her. However, the cave-in begins to block off this passage to the other hallway that was just there. And they are locked in this room. That brings us to Mahar. Mahar is gonna follow along. The pain
What?
subsides. It is a single turn effect. So she is also going to go ahead.
well, he dragged her over there already, so.
Right. So she has a little bit of a head start. And she asks Magnus Flynn, are you hurt? No, I'm fine.
I'm a wizard, dear.
And she's gonna go ahead and start making her way out the main entrance as well. From there, we get to Lucian's turn.
Lucian will towards Lenara. I think it's time to leave. And he'll start limping towards the door. I could have died. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's time to leave. And I'll start moving. Does she say anything? Or does she stab me with a pen? 'Cause she's totally gonna do that.
No, you move by her and she goes, oh! And that's all you hear from her.
You were gonna stab me, weren't you? No, I'm kidding. I don't say that. She was totally gonna stab me. She just wants my castle. That's what it is.
Are you wearing armor?
No, I just
No,
got
yeah.
Magnus Flynn gave me mage armor.
Yeah.
So... I almost died. Like,
So
I
that's
was
that.
really sure.
Elenara, let's see here.
Lucian didn't move full paces. Like, he is very hurt, so it doesn't make sense for him to run.
No. That is Lucian's turn. The queen. They corner their bodies. The Baron looks to begin to create the same kind of black portal, which does take a round. They're gonna make 2 attacks at the Baron. You hear this thump, crunch in this darkness as the Baron tries to escape. There's a bit of blood that kind of escapes and bursts out into the room, for those of you that can see. But otherwise, the conflict remains unseen. Patri and Viego are out of combat, and we get back to August.
Yep.
And you have a little bit more of the lantern left.
If there's that shit to do, I'm doing it. So that is a 21.
21. You make a few more strikes, hitting 2 more of the glasses on the side of the lantern. You can feel this surge of energy. As the more cracks you make, the more the wrinkles kind of disappear. You see Ophelia, Eglantine, you see Valerian. You don't see Dorian. You don't see Sophiathan. And you don't see any of the new ones.
Okay.
Valerian begins to pull something from his pocket. And at the last face that you stand ready to strike, he holds a fist ready to be opened once you've finished the job.
Okay.
With that, we get back to Princess Elenara. She escapes the darkness and says, "Thank God, I thought you were going to be stupid." And she puts the crystal back in her hair.
Right. Help.
She kind of like grabs your
Lean
arm
on her a little bit.
and drapes you over.
I'm gonna milk this. I'm gonna milk this while I can. It's fine. I'm not. It's not a performance. Like, I'm definitely actually hurt. But...
Oh yeah, I know. We all know.
Okay.
And you begin to kind of make your way out. Does Tower let the darkness down? Kind of in these last
No.
few moments? Okay. So
Darkness is, as far as I know, the darkness is hiding one part of the room from the other. So
right.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Baron can see through darkness, but all these people are trying to escape.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather the Baron not see them trying to escape.
All right. Lincoln, Tower, and Magnus. Are you guys doing anything other than just escaping?
No.
Lincoln is. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I
that
was just
a
gonna say, I'm
general action.
escaping. I'm escaping behind them just to make sure that the darkness creates a buffer zone as far as visually.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, Lincoln is going to keep using the darkness to his advantage, so he's going to keep a distance, but because he can see through magical darkness, he's going to attack with advantage against the Baron, basically from afar, as
Okay.
far as he can.
Go for it.
So did he see what happened with the splash of blood?
I mean, you can see that there is blood happening there, but it's still, you know, they're still there. So you can still
Blood's
see them.
happening.
Okay.
Probably.
21 to hit for 6 force damage.
Nice. The blasts land, and the Baron just kind of glances over at you. You don't know if he's made eye contact with you, but this like glimmering purple greenish eye just like glares at you as if he knows you're there.
Okay. And then he's going to move and basically just try to keep a respectful distance between him and the Baron and use the darkness as cover.
Okay. Nice. Magnus, just escaping?
Yep.
Okay. Magnus begins to escape.
Who has he's only, broke his arm. that's all he. I was gonna say he
Yep.
took no damage. No, he broke his arm, and then performed a miraculous feat of strength.
You guys watch as Zunrith and Mistress Vale run up to the balcony. Those of you can kind of get a vantage point, and they hop over the edge together, kind of rolling on the ground, taking a little bit of damage as they hit and tumble. And Mistress Vale kind of goes over to this corner over here, and she traces a pattern on the wall, and a secret door opens up, and she begins to make her way out. And you see Zunrith kind of stand there and looking at her and looking back. She mutters something. If you want to try to read her lips, you can. And he looks to you, particularly Lincoln, and shrugs and says, "I'm sorry."
Sorry for what?
He, in that moment, doesn't really give you much of a chance to speak. He just runs into the hallway after Mistress Vale. The two of them kind of escaping. The door kind of shuts behind them.
Well, would have been nice to have that exit for all of us.
Ah, man, Mistress Vale, another plan successfully hatched on her part. Good job. I'm
This is why no one likes this bitch.
She is like, I'm a super spy master, do my stuff, and then fails at everything.
Man, next time Lincoln sees her, he's gonna give her an earful for, first of all, blowing a hole in the wall when she could have just, like, created a secret door to exit.
Right? Just destroying rocks for no reason. Sure.
Breaking arms and body parts, that's fine. It's
Yeah.
our own.
Dropping rocks on everybody. What the heck? Come on.
All of you begin to kind of make your way outside of the room. You've huddled together. You've got Mahar, Magnus, Lucian,
Eleonora.
Wow, I was thinking like Elvinara or Evalara. I was like, why can I not do this name? Eleonora, making your way out with Queen Camilio, Lincoln, and all of you begin to kind of rush till you find August's body just laid out in front of you on this sidewalk of the palace.
Okay.
There is a slight breath to her as we switch to August. And the last glass stands between you and the rest of your, well, dead family.
Gonna wreck it.
Okay.
Oh, that's really good, actually. That is a 26.
26. You strike out towards this lantern, shattering the last piece of glass, and as you do, there's a simultaneous explosion. The fractals of this glass just explode into this otherwise dark space. They begin refracting various different lights, creating almost this kind of dark beauty with this opalescent rainbow that begins to explode in these sparks of color. Your family begins to kind of float out into the ether, their souls taking the form of these small balls, leaving trails behind, traveling to wherever next lies in their afterlife. Valerian, the last one to leave, opens his palm as the rest of his body turns into something else. And there are some earrings. All of your dead siblings' earrings, including Dorian. He dumps them into your hand, and then his visage disappears. You hear the clattering of footsteps, and you hover above your dead body, watching Lucian, Lincoln, and the others approach you from inside. But within your palm of your other body, you see all of these earrings manifested there. And in this strange individual, long, tall, and head-wrapped and mysterious, you feel the call of the weapon at his side. Your life is forfeit, but you could become a part of this other shadowy weapon. Or not. There's a part of you that feels like you've done your job.
No, I think I want to be free.
You feel your body begin to drift towards the heavens. Do you say... You feel this brief control over your face, and you could utter something in a brief moment to those who have just stumbled across your body, should you want to.
No, I don't want to.
As you all approach August's body, a storm stretches overhead, and you watch as there's a sound that appears in her hand, and from it you hear her last breath.
I imagine we're escaping from this combat and cheerful, or Lucian's cheerful, kind of smiling as he's limping along with his not quite fiance, and they stumble across his body. And he just... No. What? And he'll pull away and go over. I told you not to leave. I told you not to run. Not to run away from me. I just got you back. And he's kneeled down, distraught at this moment, and he'll turn towards Lincoln. Lincoln, can you?
Lincoln will kneel down and he'll examine her and see if it's possible to cast Spare the Dying or a healing spell. Would it require a medicine check to confirm that she's actually dead? Or would it just be appropriate to try to cast Spare the Dying?
I want you to make a medicine check, but for reasons that we'll find out later.
Right. $14.
August is very much beyond any kind of saving. And as you look over her body, you quickly find out why. The wound in her rib cage close to her heart is seething with demonic, shadowy energy. almost like embers, only really noticeable to those who've seen it before. And even just upon looking at it, you know that Breck was waiting. Maybe not for her.
Lucian, I'm really sorry. There's nothing I can do. I'm sorry I failed you, my friend. And I failed her.
He'll touch her face. And he'll look down and he'll see the earrings in her hands. Confused. He'll look at each one. And recognize each of them. Confused. Then August, does August still have one of her earrings, or did she get rid of it? I don't remember.
She has the new one that she made.
He'll take that off her ear and hold it for a moment. What's it look like?
It is the key to the music box of Dorian's. It was made into an earring.
All right. And he'll take off one of his platinum suns, and he'll put her new earring in one of his ears. Well, if I needed any more convincing, this was surely enough.
You feel
Lucian.
Elinar's hand on your shoulder. A silence. Thinking.
Lucian, at the risk of you hating me, I believe this was my brother's doing.
What?
The wound. The demonic embers from her wound are very familiar. I sense my brother was the last one she saw.
It's not your fault. Wait. He'll turn to the Queen? You hired him to kidnap me.
Lincoln looks at the Queen too.
He'll stand up.
He was an independent worker.
And you expect me that this has nothing to do with it? This wasn't your work?
I would not try to destroy the family of... Well, you. What good would that do me? Do not go around blaming others because of your fury.
Swear to me. Swear to me you didn't do this.
I swear, I did not do this to your sister.
I'll look at Aaron, Eleonora. Fine. Well, like I said, if I needed anything else to convince me, consider myself fully convinced. I'll take our bargain, and I'll destroy everything of that man.
I will help you. If it is the last thing I do.
The Baron will be no more.
Magnus Flynn approaches you, Lucian, hand on your shoulder, opposite of Elenara. I am so sorry. But in the midst of this pain, I must advise you, do not succumb to the anger within. Do not let it destroy who you are.
Wise words. We'll see if I take stock in them. There are many days to come.
You are grown now, capable of making your own decisions. Far more since last we met. I only hope they are the right ones. He walks out into the rain, turns back, and know that no matter what your choice, I can always be a teacher. If you need me, you have only need to call. And he tosses you one of those Fabrial pens.
I'm gonna kneel back down. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Everything. From the time that you lost your wings, and all the time in Ognut Castle. I wish it could have been more. I wish I knew you better. Especially since we were grown. Only 2 months to escape prison. And then just a short ride over to this place. It's not enough time. I needed you by my side. One. I'm so sorry that I killed Eglantine. Regardless of the circumstances and this necessity. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I'm sorry that I ran. And I did nothing for 2 years. Maybe more. I could have. Rose up. I could have worked against all this sooner. And I didn't. I just wanted to disappear. And now you're gone. And I don't have that option. I have to move on.
As you stare at August's body, you hear. You begin to hear debris, giant rock structures being fallen, and at a quick glance behind you, you can see the Baron walking towards you, Mavos Reed over his shoulder, his axe, every guardian that stands between you. One cleave. Next one. Cleave. Fall. You're being approached.
By
You have
the
a limited
Baron?
time. The Baron is making his way out towards you.
Lincoln kneels down and puts his arm around Lucian's shoulder and says, "I'm sorry, Lucian. We have to go."
What's the temperament of the Baron?
Calm. Calculated. Slight grin.
I'll look to the Queen to see her reaction to the Baron, just casually.
She is calm and collected, but is backing away. And looks towards all of you as we need to go.
Lucian tells Mahar, run.
Make a persuasion check. Are you telling her to run without you?
Yes. 19.
She looks at you, grabs your elbow. Not a fucking chance. Not without you.
My duty is to Lucian.
We all get out of here. Now. And she actively pulls you off the ground. She's not stupid. She's, like, pulling you. She looks over towards Lucian. I imagine Tower's already kind of making their way along.
How much time I got?
You have about 10 seconds before the Baron gets to you. Walking at the pace that he's at.
I'll look at the Baron. I'll look back at August's body. I really have to go. I'm sorry I can't take your body. Especially with him right there.
Another one falls over.
I'll grab my necklace and I'll rip it off and take the ring from the leather cord and I'll put it on.
Okay.
This is my promise. I'll do it. Promise. And I'll turn to Lincoln.
He froze.
Yeah, it froze for me too.
And okay, back.
Okay,
Yes, now
yeah, I
you're
can see
back.
now.
Yeah, okay. And I'll turn to Lincoln. Let's go.
Lincoln nods, and he cocks his head over to Mahar as if to say, "We're going."
She's already up on the ground. She was waiting for you to get up. She's like, "We are going. I am ready to go." So this is very much, she is on board.
Yeah.
All of you make your way out into the night. Magnus Flynn gone, but everybody else still kind of part of the crew. Elenara and the Queen stop for a moment and look at their castle. Look to you all. We must be making our way back. We have a couple entrances around the backside, protections that will keep the Baron
No.
away.
I'm sorry.
The Queen looks to you, Lincoln. We cannot abandon our people.
Hello?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, you're
Okay,
working
now-
again.
Yeah, that's what I don't know. What's
The Queen
going on.
said, "We cannot abandon our people."
Of course not.
Your people are not in the castle. Your people are in the city, which you must defend.
You just need.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure. 22.
The Queen curses silently, and Elenara looks to her with this bewildered and absolutely unknown expression. She looks to the rest of you. We have to live to fight another day.
You have nothing to stop him. He's one man in the castle. I know who he is, but still one man.
Are you saying I have nothing? Are you asking?
Do you have any way to remove him from the city?
Yeah, fuck that. He's after you. We're getting out of the city. I have one assignment. And Tower is like, I've got a ship. I'm getting you guys out of here.
What?
What?
Got a ship. I'm getting you guys out of here. That'll get him out of the city.
I assume you guys are running, I assume, at this point. So there's kind of a...
Yeah.
You guys are in
Walk
the
and
city.
Walk and
Yeah,
talk.
walk and
Power
talk.
Yeah.
walk.
Yes. You guys are
So-
making your way.
If
If myself and Lincoln leave,
He'll chase you.
that is the best way to protect your people is to remove him.
right? My queen, we need a way to communicate with each other.
We will bunker down here. We have several locations. The Queen turns to Elenara as well, saying, "Yes, there are people who can house us, and we will work on fighting back for our homes. We will be in contact."
I'm sure you'll be able to return to the castle as soon as the Baron leaves. I wouldn't count on being held up too long. It's just temporary.
Elenara takes out the crystal that she had before and gives it to you, Lucian.
I'll take it.
Piece of me, a piece of history, and something to protect you. I could never find use for it.
Thank you very much. as ever, my queen, does, and this is probably the last thing you'll be thinking of at this time.
You're muted.
I am?
Or I couldn't hear you.
No, that
I
works.
can hear you
Alright,
either.
okay.
Yeah, now I can
Alright.
hear you.
Alright. And I'll say, my queen, does your daughter know our discussion?
Yes. Yes, she does.
I'll look at her in her eyes. Well,
She looks at you back.
looks at me. You give me nothing. All right.
You need to insight.
Yes, I'm not good
She
with these.
smiles. She says,
I'll take her hand, I guess. What's she saying?
you take her hand, she shuts up.
No, I'm not supposed to say things. Gosh dang it. Insight? No, I don't want to insight. Let's just. Well, I don't. Looking at her, I don't think you're opposed, so. Though this isn't the most happy of times, I'd like to make it a better. This entire country, this continent, a happier place. And I'll be working towards it. And I hope that you'd help me do that.
She puts her finger over your mouth and then lets it relax to your cheek and says, "You're not allowed to propose to me until you get back."
Oh! He's shocked because that's not what he was planning on doing, but yeah, okay.
That's what she read.
That's, yeah.
I
I know, yeah. I mean, it totally, definitely would read like that, but Lucian wasn't thinking that.
There's this immediate red beat face on both of you as you both realize what the other has
I was like,
communicated.
and I'm like, well, then I'll have to be back soon then. Awkward moment.
Mazel tov, can we go?
Go into the. Shut up. I'll lean in. Just go for it.
You lean in, and she puts a finger against your mouth again
Gosh dang it.
and leans over to your side and kisses you on the cheek. Says, "Next time."
Don't do anything too stupid.
Say the same for you.
To the ship.
Would be nice.
She and her mother part ways, making their way into some unknown portion of the city. Lincoln?
Mahar, it pains me to say this, but I think you'll be safer here, as opposed to coming with us.
Are you serious? You're trying to get rid of... Mistress Vale is here.
That's right. All right. Yes, it's not that I don't want to be with you. I love you, and I don't want to lose you again.
And I don't want to fucking lose you. Both of us have been pretty durable, though, so.
We do make a great team.
Fine, she's coming, or else you're going to propose too.
Not yet.
And let's go.
Yeah.
You guys walk on.
Jog off.
Yeah.
Kind of in a hurry.
Mahar grabs your hand kind of as you're running, Lincoln. All of you make it to the ship. You look over at the ship that you have, at the ship and the crew that you have come to kind of know. Do you all do anything kind of in looking over
This
there?
crew specifically?
No.
Okay. Oh, okay.
No, the
Alright.
crew that you guys have kind of been chilling with.
Shoot.
You don't really know them super well, but
So we're getting on a different ship. Tower isn't from the same crew, right?
yep, different ship.
Okay.
Different ship. So
Yeah.
hold on. You said we see them?
Mm-hmm. They're all kind of overboard. They're not really paying too much attention. They're just kind of enjoying each other.
Overboard? No! I mean, I
See,
would be surprised with that crew.
See a bunch of letters start floating up from the underneath the surface. No, I don't think we're doing anything with them. I don't think.
I mean, unless Zunrith wants to get his shrine.
Zunrith left with, he left with,
Zunrith left with
Mistress of the
Vale.
Veil.
Oh, yeah.
We have Dorian on that ship, but I don't think Lucian ever confirmed
Oh, that's
that.
shit.
So I don't think he's.
You recall Dorian,
Yeah.
and you recall Medora, of the people
Yeah.
that are on that ship.
Who's in the closet?
He's like, they'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Lincoln is going to. He says, "I will be right back," and he is going to run to the other ship.
Mhm.
And yeah, he'll go to Dorian, the pit dragon.
Mhm.
We'll get the dragon, but not the lady in the closet.
Didn't say that.
You can see he has there is a box kind of that he's got one paw over top of. You can hear a little tinkling within.
Dorian, I'm sorry, there's no time to explain, and I hope you can understand me, but we need to go right now. We're going on a different ship. If you like, I can carry that box for you, so it'll be easier for you to run.
He looks to you and like tries to kind of hold the box, and he begins to stand up fully erect on two legs. He is like over 12 feet tall this way, but he's
Jeez.
hunched over in this like really short ceilinged room, probably around 8 feet maybe.
Yeah.
Just kind of hunched over. And kind of like hands the box over to you with like a lot of reluctance. You can see in just the body language and the eyes, but then kind of relax onto all fours and begin making his way to the door.
Yeah, Lincoln is going to hold this box as tightly as he can protectively, and then he's going to go to the room where Medora's been locked in, and he's going to. Is it locked still?
Yes. Medora's little closet is locked. I mean, it was a chained padlock.
Okay.
You can hear snoring from within.
Okay. He is going to use one of his free hands to basically grasp the lock, and he's going to cast Eldritch Blast directly on it.
Okay. Ching, ching. The lock shatters, and she kind of wakes. Huh? What?
Lincoln doesn't say anything. He just leaves the room unlocked, and he, as he's leaving, he's going to look for the captain, Captain Bellamy,
Absolutely.
and say, for emergency reasons, we're going on another ship. Please consider any obligations to us absolved.
Oh, all right. I mean, what if this is about the winged or the elf girl? If it's about that, it's not a problem. We all talked it over.
No, it's not. I promise. But we have to leave on an emergency, and you have done your fair share, and I offer you my deepest thanks. Farewell, and I look forward to crossing paths with you again. He then uses a free hand to reach out and shake Captain Bellamy's hand.
You shake hands. And they kind of pull you close into like kind of this awkward hug situation. It's like pushes you back, hands on the shoulders. There's nothing quite like a bonding trip on the ocean.
Indeed. Be free and be happy.
You as well. We're just about done fixing up the ship. We're just about to tell you all. We're just about to celebrate, but I guess this can't wait for you, can it?
I am sorry, no. He puts another hand up, and he quickly puts his arm back around the box, basically protecting that thing as best he can. And he starts running back to the group with Dorian either in tow or in front of him.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You kind of run across the docks. Bellamy walks over to the other crew. They kind of wave at you a goodbye. You make your way onto this new ship. Would you
with the dragon and the drow?
with the pit dragon and the drow?
Oh, she follows us?
She followed us? Alright.
Well, she starts to make her way over, looks at you all. You all got room?
I guess everybody's fucking coming on this ship.
Lucian has found a place to sit down, and he's drinking brandy and being sad.
Yeah,
And
Lincoln.
not like a bench, he's probably sitting on the floor, like
Mm,
back on a wall.
yeah. Lincoln, when he does get on the ship, he'll kind of look around for Lucian, and he'll have a seat next to him as they're sipping brandy, and he says, Lucian, I don't know if this helps at all or anything, but while you were in the castle, I managed to communicate a little bit with our pit dragon friend here, and he spelled his true name, to which August said his name was Dorian. So she knows him, so I thought there's the possibility that you know him.
He'll kind of lazily look over. Then he'll continue to lean back and drink. He's just not gonna say anything.
You
Can
sit
I have
down.
some with you?
Sure. Any hints? Yo, the bottle.
He shares. Sorry, that's it.
The ship begins to pull away from the dock. The anchor has been pulled, the oars working, the force field that protected and kept you all in Camelot now completely gone. You make your way into the open seas, the rain kind of quieting from the night.
And as we're pulling away, I'll stand up over the rails, and I'll take out the set of goblets that we got way back when. I'll pour myself a glass, and I'll pour another one. One less drink. And I'll drink it. And then I'll toss August's goblet in the ocean.
Dorian kind of walks up next to you. Kind of leans against your body.
I'll just pull away at the moment. Not right now.
Dorian returns to space. Takes the box, and with a little bit more dexterity than usual, begins to wind it, kind of play the song. Limbs over it, and I think there we'll take a break. See you all soon. 1. And we're back! So, with August's body behind you, the open seas in front of you, and a couple individuals on the ship, most of which are kind of sleeping at the present moment, but hours there, you reminisce over August, times together.
I'm gonna tell you right now, us leaving the body there is gonna be a problem.
Was that in character?
No, but
Okay.
Lucian does know that, and he is thinking about it. Lucian is mostly silent
Gotcha.
for a while. At least for the night.
Yeah.
He probably won't sleep. He'll just
Okay.
quietly grieve, mourn.
Yeah.
Giving Lucian some space, Lincoln goes over to Tower, says, "Thank you very much for the ship. Where are we going, anyways?"
Fuck if I know. Out. Away. Figured out later.
That's fair.
Can I hear this? How close are you? Do I hear you say that?
I mean, I think
Yeah.
so, unless you guys
It's a pretty
specifically...
quiet night.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty
So I
quiet.
would say yeah.
Yeah.
If we don't have a destination, I'd suggest going to Calvin. gotta grab something there.
Albin it is. And I'll say that to whoever's steering,
Mm-hmm.
because Tower's definitely really down on hit points, so
Yep.
he's just like chilling against like the captain's cabin's door.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
leaning heavily against the doorway.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think we're all down to like single-digit hit
Single
points.
We're all pretty fucked.
Yep. You hear a familiar, if somewhat annoying, voice to your tower as this tall, really muscular human, mid-20s, kind of comes out with this sandy blonde kind of not terribly well cut, medium length hair. Comes out. Hey, boss, who are the newbies? And Snitch makes their way up.
Snitch is Asian.
Wait, you said he has sandy blonde hair.
Nope.
That's an
I included a picture.
okay. Well, I
Snitch
must
has
be...
black hair.
Okay, man, I don't know where I got the sandy blonde hair. Okay. Well, dark hair, not like that. He's still like tall and muscled though.
I don't know who you're talking about, honestly.
Okay.
It could be somebody else.
Okay. This will be Lance.
Lance, that sounds like a blonde.
Comes out. Hey, who are the newbies?
I don't know. Mistress Vale told me to grab him.
Ah, this is one of those deals. Got it. Well, I heard something about Calvin.
Yes, Calvin.
Alright, I'll relay the message. I mean, that's not a super easy place to get, but we'll manage. Kind of goes over to Lincoln and Lucian. Hey! Yo, Rosie! There's another tiefling! Hard to tell, it's dark out. Oh well, I'll let you guys do your thing, but let me know if you need any help, Cap.
I should cut his tongue out.
Walks away. As you all kind of feel like this is kind of the closing out of the evening, if you will. This tower, why don't you give a description?
No, Power's
No?
going to bed.
Alright. Tower heads to bed. The rest of you kind of fall asleep or don't fall asleep. The night
Probably
stretches
not.
on.
I will, not take a long rest and not heal any hit points.
Smart.
I'm taking a long rest.
Lincoln is going
I'm
to.
sure I'll have plenty of time on a boat to take a long rest.
Yeah. Lincoln is just going to look for Mahar and. Well, with this boat, are there like separate rooms, or is it kind of like the other one where it's just like a large dorm where like everyone has a bed just in one room?
Both.
I was about to ask.
There are very. You're gonna have to sleep in a big room with the rest of them.
That's fair. Okay. Well, he will look for Mahar, and presumably she's going to be in one of, basically in the big room, and he will ask him, Is there room for another?
Yeah, I mean, we just kind of grab
No,
a...
you're saying that to Mahar.
Oh.
Unless if that's how Mahar sounds now.
Okay. Mahar looks at you and says, like you need to ask.
You know I do. And he will sidle up beside her and kind of cuddle with her on the bed.
Two of you cuddle the night away. A little unnerving to you. Just before you drift off, you hear Alphega's voice. You've done well. Very well.
I have not. I failed to protect her.
You have gone on. This was not a fight. You could have won. The best you could have hoped for was to escape with your life, which you did.
But not with her.
Heroic ventures are bound to bring about casualties. Make peace with that, young hero. The voice drifts off. And you all find your sleep/non-sleep. And I would like to ask all of you, is this a good place to end today?
I mean, I'm still on the West Coast, so it's kind of up to everyone else.
Well, the only other plans I had was to harass Lindsay's new character as soon as I stopped being depressed. But you know,
We can do that. I have a little bit of time.
nah, I'm just
I work from home tomorrow, so I have a little bit of time to sleep in.
Mm.
A little more than usual. So I could go a little bit longer. Just not past 11 my time, so 45 minutes.
yeah. I think I don't know. I feel it's like this might actually be a good stopping point, though.
Mhm.
We've escaped. We've yeah. But
Mm.
what do you guys think?
I think this is a decision for the players, so... If you have something you have in mind that you particularly want to do, we shall keep going. If you don't, then this is a nice, gentle moment to end.
Yeah, I mean, considering what kind of happened, it's probably more appropriate to end it here. Because I feel it may kind of take away the seriousness
Yeah.
of the episode, and instead of like if we had kind of back and forth bickering or what have you, and kind of comedic relief, I don't think would be a good fit for the theme of this session.
Weird mood shift. Yeah.
Okay. So with
That's
that...
like watching Silence of the Lambs and then immediately switching to High School Musical. Not a good idea.
Okay.
I can't watch High School Musical anymore, by the
Okay.
way, because I did that.
That's David, and that's Michael. Lyndon, do you have anything you'd like to do?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but we can stop here.
Okay. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Yeah, I really don't mind continuing to play. Again, I'm on the West Coast, so it's kind of your time and you getting the appropriate rest. I just also want to make sure we were kind of sensitive to the mood of the session.
Yeah.
So that's all. But whatever you all want to do, I'm completely fine with.
I think it's a good stopping point for play, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
Well, let's go ahead and call it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. And next week we will see you on Wednesday.
Thank you.